Yeah.
Hello and welcome to the first ever remote episode of the First Off the Tee podcast. We're all out of sorts right now. I'm up in Lake George. Doug, how are you doing? Where are you?
I'm good. I'm in Lake George just for a quick hit. We're in different locations, but we got a lot to talk about, with the PGA and our fantasy. So, hey, welcome everybody, and thanks for hanging in there on this remote skit that we're doing. So go ahead.
Yeah, no, it should be fun. Remote
Yeah.
episode. This may happen if we really do stick to the podcast, which I fully intend on doing 2 times a week. There are going to be times where maybe only one person's going to host. Somebody might be away, and in this scenario, we're both away, so it's a total remote episode. And I think
Yep.
it's kind of fun. It's a little switch up
Yeah.
to the
Yeah. I agree.
typical episode. So anyway, let's jump right into it. Colin, how do you say the guy that won the PGA Championship?
Colin Morikawa. Morikawa. But even the announcer said, everyone's going to know him as Colin. If you say Colin, you know who we're talking about. So yeah, what a great PGA Championship, and I got to watch pretty much of it at the end of because I forgot that it was out in California, so on the East Coast we were catching it till 10 o'clock at night. So I really didn't think I was going to watch it. So I got to see some of it this weekend.
That's good. I really didn't get to catch any of it. I caught a couple minutes here or there, but I was keeping a close eye just on my phone, just keeping track of the scores.
Yeah.
I was really hoping for the three-peat. I know.
I mean, we got our fantasy picks, and we'll talk about that. But yeah, everybody's looking for Brooksy to do that three-peat. Would have been really nice. He was hanging in there, but and of course on the last day, Sunday, he just didn't have it. So, but kudos to Colin, man. He was, I know you didn't really get to see it, but he came in right at the end, and he smoked it on the 16th hole. I don't know if you saw any of it.
No, tell me about it.
It was a shorter par 4, of course, for the professionals. So some of them were able to drive it and get it there, and he was like one shot. He was one shot ahead, and of course he wasn't in the last grouping, so he was ahead of everybody. And man, he smoked his driver like 12 feet from the hole but it was like Adam Sandler in
Happy Gilmore.
Yeah, Happy Gilmore, man. I might as well just put it in. So he was up by 1, and then he wound up eagling, so now he's up by 3, and he just took it home from there. But really good. It was exciting to see that, and you had a ton of people at 10, minus 10 and minus 11, and your boy Bryson was there, and a couple of your good picks were there, and it was good. It was exciting. It was great.
It was a stacked leaderboard. It was a stacked leaderboard, which is good for the sport. Just having some big names up there it makes it exciting. There's a lot of people to root for.
Yeah.
I'm happy that Colin won. He's a young guy. He just missed the cut for the first time in his career, like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and he was on a long streak. It was something along the lines of 20 some odd tournaments in a row from the moment you start on the tour without missing the cut. Yeah. It was like 20 tournaments or so so he just missed the cut, which would have been a low point in his career, in his early career, and then spiked right up to a major championship. And what I was most impressed with was how he won. -6 on Sunday. Like he went out on Sunday and he got after it, and he in our terms, he was a gamer. He went out there and he got it done. So
agree.
It's nice to see a young guy win his first major. So kudos to Colin.
Yeah, they were talking up about he's got the same amount of missed cuts as a major tournaments.
That's actually a funny stat. That's a very funny stat. Let's go to let's recap to the fans who won our fantasy golf, and let's see who owes who a stake.
I'm going to fantasy golf. So I was talking. I was talking it up. I wanted, I wanted mine medium rare, and man, you smoked me in the stats with the fantasy golf because I had 3 of my golfers miss the cut.
Yeah.
So,
So final score was I came in at minus 25 and you came in at minus 8. But the reason you really got smoked was because you had 3 guys who missed the cut. So your worst guy, you get to drop him. Your other 2
right.
guys, one was 5 off the cut, and the other guy was 6 off the cut.
Oh
So
man.
not only did they miss the cut, but they missed it by a large margin. And so with that alone, really Saturday and Sunday didn't really matter.
Yeah.
With that against you, you pretty much couldn't win.
You had it from the beginning.
So,
So
but
I had, I had Kepka and who did I have?
you had
Russ
Xander,
Running.
you had Xander Schauffele. He finished minus 8, great score.
Mm-hmm.
Kepka, who went into Sunday at minus 7, finished at minus 3. He really he pretty much fell apart.
Yeah.
Matthew Fitzpatrick, he was 4 over. Corey Connors was 5 over.
Oh my buddy Corey.
Graham McDowell 6 over. So you had 4 over, 5 over, and 6 over, and that's going to kill you. And then you had your sleeper though, Brendan Todd.
Brendan Todd. I knew he was going to be there, man.
You called it. That was a good pick. That was a really good low pick.
Yeah. But go through your guys. I mean, you had the stack.
Yeah. Well, look, my top 2 picks, Rory McIlroy and Justin Thomas. Justin Thomas finished -1, McIlroy -2. Both of them just barely made the cut.
Yeah. That was amazing.
They didn't score well for me. Bryson DeChambeau -10 and Matthew Wolff -10.
Matthew Wolff, we had that discussion. I could have had him.
You could have had him, and that would have made a big difference. But that does make a good point. So when the way we made our class, the class A, B, and C, is we just pulled and some guy who ranked all 156 golfers in the field. We just used his list. And for whatever reason, he was betting low on Matt Wolff. But we should recognize that and say, wait a minute, he really shouldn't be a Class C guy. We should have recognized and said, wait a minute, there's no way he should be in the last class. We should have bumped him up to at least Class B. So we know that moving forward, if there's anybody like that who's like ridiculously low, we should bump them up to make it. There's no way that I really should have picked him in the 3rd round, in the last round.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
Anyway,
So how do you like your steak?
Medium rare, and I want potatoes on the side.
Potatoes and onions with a little cherry pepper in the middle of it? Okay.
Just like Arthur's.
You got it.
Perfect. All right. Let's go. We're a little all out of whack here with our timing.
Yeah.
Because we're losing connection every once in a while. So
yeah. So patient.
I don't want to cut you short. So I want to hear about your previous rounds of golf, and I want to hear what you have coming up because you have some exciting things on the horizon.
Yeah. So I was able to get cut my camping vacation a little bit early. So I came home Saturday, so I was able to play early rounds on Sunday, and it was me just a pickup with 3 other guys, and then I wound up playing with this one guy who he was bombing it out there. But he was getting frustrated a little bit here and there. And I had a really good first round. I shot a 43 on the front 9. I was smoking. I holed out a 60-yarder for a birdie. So that was pretty good. And then I kind of fell apart and shot my 50 on the back 9. But anyway, we got into just talking in general, and he was noticing that I'm pulling out my 5-iron and 4-iron instead of with the driver. And so he caught on that, and he just mentioned a couple of things. I said, hey, did you ever read Harvey Penick's Little Red Book? And he's like, oh, no, what the hell is that? And I just looked at him like with this dumbass look, and I said, just read it. Just read it and understand, and at least.
All right, so read it. So
I recommended Harvey Penick's book, and I think he's got another sale coming up. So it was really good. And then the last hole, I pull out the driver, and he looks at me. He goes, dude, what are you doing with the driver? I'm like, dude, it's the last hole. I got to try to hit this thing straight. And I think alluding to the fact that this upcoming weekend, I'm in a member guest tournament. So it's the first time I've ever played in a full-fledged tournament. we're not doing it's stroke play. So I had to go, I got my handicap all in order. So a lot of pressure on me to perform and of course, who I'm playing with, Sean, and,
Shout out Sean Sullivan.
Yeah. Shout out to Sean. And, he's the reigning champ at his club. So he asked me to play in his member guest tournament. So I'm really super psyched. And, luckily I'm getting to play again tomorrow too. So I'm coming from Lake George, shooting back home. I got an invite to one of the local country clubs through a vendor of mine. So, I'm going to try to do my best for this weekend. So it's a 3-day tournament, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, so we'll see what happens.
Best of luck to you and Sean at the member guest. That should be an exciting time. Only advice I can give you is take dead aim.
Yeah. Nice. I'm going to try it, man. I'm going to bring it I'm going to bring it every shot.
Good.
Cool.
All right. So we're having some technical difficulties. I just want to end the podcast on an awesome note. Look forward to this Thursday coming up, episode number 8. This will be. I have a pre-recorded episode that I recorded last Friday with a very special guest coming all the way from the UK. His name is JT, Golf Mind Coach. I'll put a link in the description for all of his pages and whatnot on Thursday's video. But JT is a golf coach who focuses on the mental side of golf. So he's all about golf psychology and mindfulness, and not necessarily the physical side of golf, but the mental side. He has an awesome page. He brought up some really good insights to the podcast, and we had a lot of fun. I think the podcast is going to be interesting to a lot of people.
Nice.
For anybody who's looking to improve their game, you have to realize golf is 50% mental, right? So JT has a whole program that he can run people through to help them become more mindful on the golf course. So I just want to give you a little foreshadowing to that podcast. Stick around. Look for the podcast on Thursday. That should be
nice.
A fun episode.
Can't wait to see it. Good luck.
Yep. Thank you.
All right.
And that's it. Doug, good luck at your member guest. And I guess so the next live episode is going to be the Monday following your member guest. So
my member guest, I'll give you a little update on how we did.
Yeah, best of luck. I hope you guys shoot well, and we're looking forward to see how you guys did.
Excellent. Thanks, man. Enjoy your vacation.
All right. Enjoy.
All right. So long.
Bye-bye.